guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this makeup look. I don't know what to call it. It's like a navy blue smoky eye with glitter and then a pop of teal in the inner corner. I absolutely love it. I think it's going to be amazing for party season, and it's kind of like a New Year's look or even a Christmas look if you want to steer away from the red lip or the classic look. I just love it, and I got some new products and I wanted to try them out. If you guys want to see how I created this party makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start off just with my base already did, just to save time. This base is exactly the same as how I did it in my last tutorial, so go and check that out right now if you want to see how I got this perfect skin. We're going to move on to brows. I'm actually going to be using, this is the new Benefit, well, it's new for me, the Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade number 5. I've had so much hype around this pencil and I want to try it out for myself, so I'm just going to fill my brows in with this. It's a little bit more natural, so I'm just going to do small fine hair strokes and get my brows a little bit thicker and just block them out where they're a little bit sparse. I love this brow pencil. I can see now why people love it so much. It's quite natural, but you know what? It's got a lot of pigment to it and I like that. I only just discovered that it has a spoolie on this side, so I'm just going to use this to brush up my brows. Okay, now that the brows are down with my Benefit Precisely My Brow, I'm actually going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Set just to set these bad boys into place. Can we also just take a second? How cute is my mirror? This mirror is made by a lovely lady called Sarah. Her Instagram handle is jazzle_dazzle. I'll leave it down below. She creates these beautiful personalized mirrors and mine just says Nikki on it. I think it is the cutest, and it is just so easy when you're doing your makeup as well because I can get up so close. I just like it. I think it's really cute, and I think it's really nice to have a personalized mirror. I don't think many of us have one, so just lifting the brows a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of the Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX10. I use this every single day, but I just want to frame the brows ready for our eyeshadow. I'm going to pop it on with a flat brush, and I'm just going to blend it out using my damp beauty blender. Do you know what, guys? I really like that brow product. Like, I think my brows look different to when I use the Anastasia brow pomade. They've got the same level of intensity, but they just look a lot more natural. I'm going to go straight in with my transition color, and we're going to be using the Revolution. This is the Velvet Matte Pigment palette. I'm going to go into the shade Terracotta. Obviously, like a warm brown is going to be perfect for this. And I'm going to take this on a fluffy brush and just brush it through my crease, taking it up to the brow bone, because I just want a really nice smooth transition, because we are going to be putting a lot of dark colors on. Now, I do understand that it's a little bit more difficult to blend when you haven't set the base. So what I started doing is I use my concealer wet and then I go straight in with eyeshadow. It just means that the pigment's going to be a lot stronger, but it is a little bit more difficult to blend out. You have to be a little bit more patient. Also, what I'm going to do with this color is I've taken it out, and then I like to bring mine all the way in up until this kind of bridge bit as well. I just feel like it connects quite nicely to the nose contour. Going back into the same palette, I'm going to take the shade Ground, which is a really dark brown color, and I'm going to work this in my crease now so we can start adding depth. This will be the next transition before we go into a really dark color onto the lid. So just taking a smaller blending brush, just swipe this back and forth into your crease, making sure that it blends nicely into that warm brown transition color that we just laid down. The reality is, I filmed this video, but I'm actually like this, so close to the mirror. Now, once you have that darker color down, I'm going to go back into the same palette, and I'm going to take a Panther, which is the matte black, and I'm just underneath this crease just going to blend a little bit of black into it just to deepen it up ever so slightly. Again, using the same blending brush, but just being very careful, because you don't want to overdo it with the matte black and then kind of mess up the whole look. We're just going to work really slowly and gradually build up depth into that crease. You might find more times than not you need to just go back and forth between the dark brown and the black. I don't ever find that I can put one color down and then it's perfectly blended into another. I'm going in with the dark brown now just to soften out the black edges and just to kind of further smoke everything. It works better if you go back and forth as opposed to, I guess, just go in all ham and hope for the best. You just need to work with all the colors. Now I'm happy with the blend. I'm going to go in with my Kryolan cake liner in the shade Ebony, which is a really dark black. And I'm going to pop this onto my lid. Now we want to work fast, so I'm going to pop it onto the lid with a flat brush. And then I'm just going to buff it out. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other eye. Just making sure that it doesn't set. Just buff it out and buff it out into your crease. Now the black is down and it is pretty black. You could wear like a black smoky eye like this, but obviously I'm going to take it a step further. I am just going to take that transition color again and smoke it out on my lower lash line because I need that bit of smoke to start making this look really sultry. Notice that when I put my first transition color down, that's always kind of like a warm brownish color. I almost set my under eyes with it. I smoke it out so far down that it detracts from my under eyes. Well, that's how I feel anyway, and it sort of sets them creases in place, them little creases that you've got in place. Now I'm going to go into ground, which is that dark brown color, just on a pencil brush, and I'm going to run this on my lower lash line as well, very close to my lower lash line before we go in with black. Using that same black cake liner now, I'm going to just dip in my MAC 210 and I'm going to run this on my lower lash line, and then also just smudge it out a little bit into your lashes so I can blend that out onto the skin just to get this really sultry and dark. Set that a little with a bit of black eyeshadow. This one is just, what is it, Panther in the Revolution Velvet Mattes palette. Now that we are pretty smoky, this could possibly just be your black smoky eye on a Friday night out, but I want to add a bit of blue. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline, this is the Rock Nudes eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take this navy blue sparkly eyeshadow color in the palette, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to take it on a flat brush and I'm just going to pack this all on top of the lid. I'm not taking it any higher than the crease, but just pop it on to the lid. Now I feel like for you guys that are scared or feel a little bit intimidated like myself of using color, like full on color, this is a great way of doing it. Because the black was so dark and the blue is more of a navy with a bit of sparkle, you can incorporate or just have a hint of blue, and I think this will tie in with my inner corner highlight that I'm going to do. It just gives you a little bit of color, and it's not your usual earthy tones, but it's still toned down. Now just to enhance that blue a little bit more, and for more of a party look, I'm going to be adding some glitter. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Spandex. I love it. It's a beautiful blue color, and I'm just going to be using this sporadically just on the lid. I don't want to cover the whole lid with glitter, but I do want to add specks of glitter so when the light shines you can see my eyelids sparkle. I honestly love these Urban Decay glitters. I have all of the shades just because when a glitter is in a liquid format and it's like this, and you can have it really heavy or you can have it just in little sprinkles of glitter so your eyelids look wet, honestly buy it. I don't actually enjoy loose glitter. I just feel like when you've got loose glitter it falls down here, and glitter is hard to get out. It's on you for weeks. So I mean, let me know what you think of this down below, but I love that. I think my eyelids just look wet. I think this is great for like the party season right now as well. Now just to turn this look up a little bit more, I have this little beauty. This is Barry M's holographic eyeshadow topper in the shade number 2 Asteroid. This is such a beautiful holographic teal shade. I don't actually own anything like it, and I want to use it today as an inner corner highlighter. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you guys know that I'm loving the pop of color in the inner corners. I've so far done a pink look and I've done a neon lime green look as well, and I want to do more. This is going to be my blue edition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this holographic Barry M eyeshadow primer topper, and I'm going to pop it into my inner corners and then just buff it out and kind of take it quite far out on my lower lash line as well, just so you can really see that inner corner highlight. Guys, I honestly feel like this as an inner corner highlighter is everything. It is so beautiful. I don't actually own any products like it. I don't know anything like it that I've got or that I could purchase, and it's really affordable. It's like $4.99. I need to go and get all of the colors. I love the teal color. I think they do a purple color. I want to see if they do a greenish color as well, but I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to have another look because they're beautiful as an inner corner highlighter. Also, another thing to mention is I swatched this on my hand. After a couple of seconds it doesn't budge, so inner corner set for life. until you take it off with oil. Okay, so I have laid out some of my MAC's Reflex Teal, and I was going to pop this in the inner corner, but if I'm honest, it's a loose glitter and I don't want to risk it, and I quite like it as it is. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face, and then we'll move back to eyes and do lashes and things like that. However, let me just quickly add a little bit of my mascara. This is just the Maybelline, the Colossal, a Big Shot mascara. I love this mascara, it is great. Let's add a little bit to our lashes so they can be dry, and then we'll move on to bronzer. Do you know what's funny? I absolutely love this look so far. I wasn't even gonna film this look. I was gonna film a supermodel skin makeup tutorial where it was gonna be really lightweight makeup, which is quite a really hard, tough video to film. For me especially, because I like packing it on and I like everything to be super flawless, but a supermodel skin is more raw and you can see imperfections, and it's just a lot more difficult to achieve. Let me know if you want to see that down below. I'm not too sure on the video idea now. I'm rambling, I'm gonna get on. For bronzer, we're gonna go in with our old friend Give Me Sun. I love this bronzer so much, and because it's got that orange undertone to it, it's really gonna tie in nicely with the hint of blue that we've got on our eyes. So I'm just gonna pop this bronzer on my cheeks. I'm gonna take it up to the temples, and I'm also just gonna take a little bit on my jawline and down my neck, just for everything to tie in nicely. Let's do a little bit of blush. I want my blush to be peachy, so I'm gonna use the EX1 blusher. This is in Pretty in Peach, perfectly put. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and just pop it onto my apples, and then blend this blusher out up to the temple areas, because the peach is gonna tie in nicely with the eyes. I also find, and I think I learned this from a Kim Kardashian look that I did, is that her blusher was quite low, like very low, and I find that if you put your blusher lower than popping it on the apples of the cheeks, then your cheekbones appear a lot higher. I don't know what kind of witchcraft it is, but they just appear a little bit higher. Now, because I want that really wet skin, I'm going to be using my Jeffree Star. This is the Skin Frost in King Toot. It is amazing, and the pan is absolutely huge. I'm going to be using my Morphe M510 brush, dipping into this baby, and then I'm just going to be highlighting my face, more so on the cheeks and just on the bridge of the nose and the tip of the nose. Let's just pop on some lashes real quick. Now, these were in my lash drawer. They're a little bit busted. I believe they are the House of Lashes Iconics. They very much look like that, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna pop these babies right on. Now that the lashes are on, I'm gonna move on to lips. I'm gonna be using MAC's Strip Down Lip Liner first, just to line on my lips and to give them a little bit of structure. And then I'm just gonna color in the corners of the lips, because I am using quite a light peachy liquid lip on top. Now that's looking a tiny bit foundation-y, so I'm gonna use MAC's Cork lip liner, and I'm just gonna mix that in with it just to add a little bit of depth to the lip line. Once I'd figured out that I was better suited to Cork, I'm gonna go in with my Retro Matte liquid lip, and this is one of my favorite peachy colors. That's why I always tend to go for it. It is the MAC Lady Be Good Retro Matte liquid lip. I'm gonna pop this in the center, and then I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush and buff this out. I can't believe I almost forgot to put on bottom mascara, so I'm just gonna quickly chuck on some mascara on my lower lashes. And then last but not least, I'm going to set with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea 4-in-1 setting spray. I'm just going to spritz this all over my face and drench myself in it as per usual. And that, guys, is it for this makeup look. I am living for it. I don't think I've done any sort of blue eyeshadow look, nothing like this on my channel before, and I really like it. It's something that is very wearable, and if you want to add a pop of colour into your looks, but you don't know how, I think this is a brilliant way of doing it. Let me know down below what you thought of this look. And yeah, I love it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and let me know what you want to see from me as well. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.